What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Matt Stingray. Thanks for checking in to the Rock. Yeah. Wow. The Watch channel. Guys, today we are going to do the full review of the Ball Engineer 3 Marvelight Carrying Edition. But before we do that, quick wristwatch check. What am I rocking today? Today I am rocking my Grand Seiko Snowflake. It's fantastic. So let's get this bad boy over to the table and take a look at the Ball Engineer 3 Marvelight Carrying Edition. And let's rock this watch. All right, guys, so here it is, the Ball Engineer 3 Marvelight Carrying Edition. So let's just zoom in and take a look at this actually really cool dial. This is a pretty nice watch. I dig it. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 40 millimeter case diameter. It has a thickness of 12.79 millimeters to the top of the very flat sapphire crystal. However, if you measure to the top of the magnifier, which this model does have a date and a date magnifier, it is 13.6 millimeters thick. Lug to lug is 46.5 millimeters. Okay, it has a 20 millimeter lug width. It is powered by the Ball RR1103-C movement, which is COSC certified. Okay, it has 100 meters of water resistance. As stated before, it does have a sapphire crystal. All right, the bracelet is 20 millimeters, tapering down to 18 millimeters to the basically non-existent stealth kind of clasp. It is, as you can see, it is a butterfly clasp, but it doesn't have any pushers or anything because it's friction fit, which is kind of a rub. So let's take another look at this dial here. This is very cool. As you can see, it does have a signed, see if I can get that in there. Let me zoom in here. Signed screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position with flanked by no crown guards. Now, what makes these special is, I think Ball is pretty much known industry-wide as for using tritium-filled gas tubes for their lume, and we'll take a look at that in a little while. So let's take a look at the case back. As you can see, it has the train there. It says Ball Watch Company since 1891, Swiss-made, anti-magnetic, number 250 of 1,000. We'll talk about that. It's got some other stuff on it, illumination, 100 meters of water resistance. So it is anti-magnetic. It is COSC certified. It does have colored tritium gas tubes, and that's the real hero, if you would like to say. The real winner of this watch is the lume, and it is flipping amazing. Okay, so all that for right around $2,400. You get a COSC certified limited edition, limited to 1,000 pieces, COSC certified Swiss-made timepiece with some ridiculously beautiful lume. All right, so I mean, that's a deal. I dig it. It's kind of going for the whole, you know, it is in the style of the Rolex OP, maybe the Milgauss, stuff like that, but it's a very nice watch. Now, what are some of the negatives? Well, One is actually its biggest one. The bracelet is not the best. All right. And that's a friction fit clasp there. That's a little janky. I mean, that's just, I have actually, no lie, I kind of got, 7.5-inch wrist. Sometimes if it falls, I've had it where I've been at work and the watch has fallen all the way down and I've flexed my wrist like that, pushing off the desk or something, and it's popped loose. All right, you don't get that with watches that have the push button releases. So friction fit's kind of a cost-cutting measure and cheap. I mean, I get it, if it ever loses its tension, you can bend it back to, to get more tension on there. But, that's pretty much, the bracelet's not the best. I'm not a super fan of, as you can see here, it's kind of high. So these center links, these polished center links will pick up scratches very easily because that's what it rests on. It just sits high on everything you rest it on. So that's pretty much it. The bracelet is pretty much the hang up on this watch, although it is very nice. And like I said, for around $2,300 to $2,400, you're getting a Swiss-made, COSC-certified timepiece with some ridiculous lume. Now, what is the whole thing with the carrying edition? Well, Ball has limited this model with this rainbow-colored lume to 1,000 pieces. Out of that 1,000 pieces, every watch sold, now they're made to order. It took about 2 months to get this sucker, maybe a little bit more. You order it, it's not pre-made, you order it and they make it for you. And you get to pick the number, obviously, as long as it's not taken ahead of time. So what they do is, every piece sold, they take $300 out of every piece sold and they donate it to charity for the fight of COVID-19, which is, at the time of this filming, global pandemic. It's now 2021. It's kind of starting to taper off. We're seeing the taper off. So that's what they were doing. They set up a charity to donate $300 from every watch for the fight for coronavirus. Now, if you do the math, 1,000 watches, $300, $300,000. Who are they donating to? I don't know. But if you think about it, the watch actually only cost you $2,000, excuse me, and you made a $300 donation to fight a global pandemic. That's cool. So that's what the whole carrying edition thing is with this watch. So you know what? Let's get a lume shot, and yeah, you're just going to be amazed. This is where it really shines. So let's take a look at the lume. Yeah, so there it is. That's it's fantastic, fantastic lume. I mean, that's ridiculous. So let's go back, flip this camera around and get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so there it is. The Ball Engineer 3 Marvelight Carrying Edition. Guys, do you have any experience with Ball? Have you ever tried one of these? They are actually very nice watches. The bracelet, I'm not familiar with a lot of Ball watches, but the bracelet on this one does leave a little bit to be desired, especially this clasp. I mean, you find that stuff on very low-end watches. They could probably do better to use something else for that. But other than that, it's a really nice watch. And as you saw, the lume is killer on this thing. It's ridiculous. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And as always, rock that watch.